What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we want to talk about something that not a lot of people talk about on YouTube, and that's Sturgis.
So a while back, we did a video that was supposed to be funny, but if you didn't watch it to the end, you might not have noticed that. And I'll link that in the description below so you can watch it after this. It was reasons not to go to Sturgis.
A lot of people didn't think it was funny.
Yo, people got butthurt. I mean, the internet was stirring with "you guys are idiots."
It was tongue-in-cheek, sarcasm, kind of, humor, whatever. So we're in the Northeast. Most of you guys that watch know, and if you're new to the channel and you don't know, we're in New Jersey. We're in the Northeast. We're getting towards the end of what you would call the riding season. So we have a season up here. You live in Florida, you live in Cali, you live in Arizona, Texas. You don't really have a riding season. You ride year-round. We try to ride year-round, but let's be honest, there's snow. So that changes things. So we're at about that time where people start planning for next year. And what you're going to do next year, what rallies you're going to do, what trips you're going to do, what riding trips, all that good jazz. And today we wanted to talk about the 6 reasons why you should go to Sturgis.
Is that what we're talking about? I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
So we came up with 6 reasons why we think everyone should go to Sturgis. Now, contrary to what a lot of people who watched that last video about the 3 reasons not to go think that we hate Sturgis, told us what morons and fat turds we were and how we should just stay home because we suck. And if you followed through to the end of that, you know that we said huge fans of Sturgis. We love Sturgis. Have we been there every year for the last 20 years? No. A couple times, whatever. But we love it. And we want to go every year, when it's possible, we go. And we came up with 6 reasons that we think if you haven't been, or even if you have been, why you should go back. So we just wanted to give you our opinion on it, right?
That's reason number 1.
So reason number 1 is really simple, and it's the riding.
Yeah.
It's the riding. There's not a lot of riding like it in the United States. I mean, it's the true riding rally. People go there, and a lot of people go there, and they don't even go to the rally events. They just go there to ride, right? You got Needles Highway, you got Iron Mountain Road,
Vinaker Canyon, Spearfish Canyon.
and those are just the popular ones, right? You really don't have a bad ride. We rode a road, I don't even remember the number or the name or the route, but we stayed in
I think 684.
What's the name of the town we stayed in? We stayed up in Lead, which is north in the mountains, north of God, I'm having a brain fart here.
Sturgis?
No, Deadwood. I'm sorry. We stayed north of Deadwood, and that road coming down from Lead through Deadwood down into Sturgis,
Gorgeous.
was fantastic. And that was just the basic road just to get from point A to point B. That wasn't even a fun road, right? Anywhere you went, you're on a curvy, windy, scenic road because, let's be honest, the terrain out there is amazing.
It's really great. And not to say there's not great riding around other parts of the country. However, that riding, it's so unique to that area. The hills are gorgeous. The scenery, if you ever get in a Spearfish Canyon, is amazing. And there's more rides that are even further outside of Sturgis than just those rides. I mean, to ride out to Devil's Tower and get out that way, to ride into Wyoming, to see Jewel Cave and ride through Hell Canyon is just some great spots. So it really doesn't matter where you're riding.
You can't beat the riding. And if you talk to a lot of people, they'll say, well, I don't even go during the rally. I go well before or well after, just because they want to do the riding. And that's legit. That's a legit reason to go. That area is amazing for riding, and if you love riding, I mean, you can't beat it. There's other stuff that's probably equal, but it's up there. It's amazing. And if you live on the East Coast where it's flat, it's extra amazing. So we loved it, and that's a huge reason to go. Reason number 2 is the ability to have things done to your bike, right?
Well,
it's installs and buying bike parts.
Any vendor who's anybody
who's anybody is at Sturgis. Every motorcycle Parts Company, all the big ones,
Yep.
most of the small ones, they're all there somewhere. They're either downtown in Sturgis or they're over at the Black Hills Harley Davidson dealership. You can have anything you want done to your bike while you're there. I mean, including like major engine, builds.
Wheels, tires, I mean, lighting, exhausts, full stage ones. You can have anything done there. My advice to people who are going there with that intention, hit up your vendors, maybe call them before the rally, make an appointment if you can make an appointment, or if you want something done, get up and go early in the morning.
Yeah.
Because it is crowded and people do book up, and if you only have a limited amount of days out there, you might not want to blow 5 or 6 or 7 hours, waiting in a line to have something done.
Right.
So, but
I mean, there's nothing you can't have done
No.
short of maybe like a custom paint job.
or even if you just want to see parts that you might not want to get.
Check out things
know?
that you're interested in, but you're not sure if you're going to buy. There's so much to look at. And that's not even to include all the other merch and paraphernalia and clothing and things like that are there. If it's bike related, if it's bike clothing related, if it's leather related, you're going to find it somewhere there. And it's the best place. Like if you got yourself a little stash of dough that you're anxious to spend, maybe even for Christmas presents for somebody else that that is in the bike world, if it's not there, you probably don't need it.
Yep. And really, this ties into the same thing. If you want to demo a bike, Sturgis is the place to do it.
Yeah.
Harley's going to be there. Indian's going to be there. Polaris. I mean, everybody, they're going to have anything there that you could want to demo. It's insane the amount of stuff that they have.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the second reason to go. The third reason to go is the party, man. The concerts and the party. You can't beat it.
No.
I mean, you have the Buffalo Chip there that has like some of the biggest concerts that you're going to find anywhere in the country for the year. The biggest acts. It's not just, cover bands. It's big names. It's I mean, and this is weird to say, but Snoop Dogg, and you got all, top country singers, top rock singers, like big names. Buffalo Chip has big names. Full Throttle Saloon will have big names.
And if you've never been to the Full Throttle, I mean, it's like something out of Mad Max, some of the stuff they have there. Really a cool spot to see.
But it's a party, man. It is legit a party. You can go, whatever you want to find. I know a lot of people talk about it. It's not what it used to be. There's no more of this. There's no more of that. It's corporate.
That still exists.
What does?
The old style of Sturgis.
The old stuff is still there.
You just have to find it.
You just got to know where to go. And typically it's at one of the campgrounds. Right. There's still a few campgrounds there that get down and dirty, and you can find that old school stuff that everybody loved back in the day. And then there's the corporate stuff, and there's the big concerts with the corporate names and things like that. But it's a party, man. You can go almost anywhere in that surrounding area, the Black Hills and the town. There's bars and there's venues that have parties going on. It's just a good time. If you go there and you don't have a good time, you're probably just not very fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on.
You must not be a biker.
Yeah, for real. So that is 3. Number 4 is the bike and people watching is next to none on the planet. If you're someone like me and my wife Carolyn, George and Stacey, to like just chill with a beer, sit somewhere on the street, like if there's a bar, because they have on Main Street a couple different bars that have like seating there. You can just stare out the road and watch the bikes go by, watch people walk around. You are going to see the most interesting, crazy, weird, absurd, like name an adjective. You're gonna see it. It's like it's out there and it's crazy. And it's just fun. It's
a good
man.
time. We sat at a bar. What bar did we sit at? It wasn't I don't think it's a Broken
Iron
Spoke.
Horse?
Iron Horse. I think we sat at the Iron Horse.
Up on the second
and
deck.
up there, and just a great spot because they've got this balcony where you can sit up there, and
watch
you
the
can
road.
see people just walk by, see people cruise by.
Saw people cruise by that we knew.
Cool.
Saw YouTubers cruise by that we knew. Like it's just cool, man. You're really not going to beat the people watching, and if you're into that, that is 100% a reason to go.
Yeah.
Right. 100%. 5. The sites and the scenic rides, man. The scenic sites, the historic sites.
Yeah.
You have the Badlands.
Yes.
If you've never seen that,
Wall Drug.
you need to see it. Wall Drug, which
Wall Drug.
you'll obviously see signs for that as you get into Ohio. You've got Mount Rushmore, which, yeah, if you go every year, you're not going to go see Mount Rushmore every year. But if you're like someone thinking about going that hasn't been, like some of these things, you might not go to every year. But if you haven't been, you got to go see it at least once. You got Rushmore.
Yeah.
You got Crazy Horse. You got Devil's Tower. You got the Badlands. You got Wall Drugs.
Jewel Cave. It's a
You
national
got Jewel
park.
Cave. I mean, and that's not even, if you want to stretch out and go even farther, there's roads and sites out in Montana.
Yep.
What is it, Beartooth Pass?
Beartooth. Yep.
I mean, these are things that are all in that general vicinity that you just don't get anywhere else. And I mean, the historic sites, if you haven't seen Rushmore, you got to see Rushmore at least once. If you're an American, you should see it.
And if you ride Iron Mountain from Custer, and Custer State Park is another place that you need to go to, see some buffalo. Absolutely amazing to ride through there. If you take Iron Mountain,
That wildlife loop
from Custer towards Mount Rushmore, you will, as you come through the tunnels of Iron Mountain, you'll see Rushmore out of those tunnels.
Just amazing. So the views are amazing. The history is amazing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of historic sites out there.
Crazy Horse, the history
Things
of Crazy
that are
Horse.
just like, it's a must do. As an American, not even motorcycle related, some of these sites you should see. Even if you don't ride a motorcycle, you should take your family to it. You know, these are amazing places. So that's number 5. Lastly, number 6. This is pretty general, but it's Sturgis. It is the mecca of motorcycle rallies.
It's the basis of motorcycle, of the Harley culture.
It's the mother, the granddaddy, whatever term you want to use of motorcycle rallies. It is it. It has everything. It's got the party. It's got the rides. It's got the bike vendors. It's got the bike installs. It has everything and anything that you want in a motorcycle rally. Yeah. And I mean, it's for, like, we've had people ask us a lot of times, like, oh, they ride like sport bikes and things like that. I was going to say another term, but sport bikes, things like that. Like, oh, are those welcome there at Sturgis? Is it just Harleys?
Everything's welcome.
Everything is welcome there. You see everything there. So no matter what kind of bike you ride, it's a place to go for a rally, but especially if you're a cruiser and a Harley guy, it's the freaking mecca, man.
Yeah.
It has everything. All of those things that we've just talked about, you roll them all up in a ball, and that's the reason to go. Like, it is just...
You need days. I mean, there's so much to see, so much to do, so much riding to cover.
Yeah, I think some people don't understand. Like, why would you go every year? Well, you know why? Because all the stuff that has to offer, you can't do in one rally.
You can't do in one rally.
And that's why people go back year in and year out, because they do a little bit of it this year and a little bit different next year and a little bit different next year and then circle back. Like, there's just so much fun to be had. I mean, if you're a biker who likes to have a good time, likes to ride, likes to party, likes concerts, likes history, likes
beer,
beautiful sights, likes beer, likes women, like any of that, like whatever you want to find, like, it's there. It is there, and it really is the number one rally in the nation. I don't care what anybody says.
Number one rally in the world.
I don't even include foreign rallies because they can't compare. No, they can't compare. And yeah, there's other rallies that have great things, but I feel like Sturgis, to me, is the only one that has everything.
Yeah.
Everything that you need.
It's the only rally you can go to, and if you went 4 or 5 years in a row, you could make it a different rally every year you went.
Absolutely.
You could make it a different rally every year you went. And we know people who, they go every year for a lifetime.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You know?
So, again, if you're watching at this point, you're wondering, like, why are we talking about Sturgis? That happened in August, whatever. We're in October. Well, again,
we're always talking about Sturgis.
You can always talk about Sturgis because it's just an amazing thing. Not to mention, if you're going to go, you should already be planning.
Now is the time.
You can't plan this in July. You got to be planning it now.
Yep.
And that's why we're kind of talking about it now, because this is the end of the 23 season and the time to plan for 24 is now. And if you haven't been, or even if you have, now is the time to plan that trip to Sturgis. Make memories, man. You know, when you die, and nobody's going to care about how many hours you put in at work, how great you were in the office. It's not going to matter. But what's going to matter is the memories you made with your friends, with your loved ones, your family, whoever you ride with. And there's no better place to make memories than Sturgis.
Yep.
So that's our 6 reasons to go to Sturgis. If you haven't been, you should book today. You should get online, start doing your research. There's a lot of good videos out there about Sturgis. If you want to find more information, there's a ton out there. Go on YouTube, look it up. We've got friends that do some amazing videos.
We've got a great Sturgis playlist about our journey out there a few years ago. So Bert was out there 2 years ago.
We were all out there 3 years ago.
We were out there 3 years ago.
Looking to go again in 24. I'm starting to make my plans. You guys should start making your plans. And if you're someone that goes every year and you've got reasons other than what we've listed to go, put it in the comments. We'd love to hear. We'd love to hear other reasons because I'm sure there's more. It's amazing. Like I said, it's the mecca. It's the end all be all when it comes to motorcycle rallies. And we'd love to hear about you guys' trips in the past, what you got planned for the future. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you get something out of it.
If you made it this far, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave us a comment. Ring the bell so that you know when we upload our next video.
Hey guys, if you like, the Sturgis talk, man, let us know in the comments. We got a whole winter coming up. We could talk more about specific things, about Sturgis related stuff. We'd love to do that if you guys are interested in it. So let us know. And we'll see you guys on the next video.
Later.
Later.